Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to break down one of the most important parts of the IELTS exam, the listening test. We're going to zoom in on section 1 and give you a solid strategy to turn that stress into a real advantage.
You know that feeling, right? That little wave of panic when the audio starts playing. You're trying to keep up with the speed, the different accents, the pressure to catch every single word. Yeah, it can feel like a lot. You are so not alone in feeling that way. But what if there was a clear, repeatable strategy that could change everything? Well, there is. And together, we're going to build a rock-solid game plan, starting right here, right now, with the very first section. So let's start by thinking of section 1 as the test's icebreaker. And why do I call it that? Because it's literally designed to ease you in. It's meant to be the most straightforward part, giving you a chance to score some early points and really build up your confidence and momentum for the harder sections to come.
Okay, so what are you actually listening to in section 1? It's almost always one of two things. On the one hand, it could be a really informal chat, between two friends. You'll hear ums and ahs, interruptions, that kind of stuff. Or, on the other hand, it might be a more formal transactional conversation, like someone calling a company to book something. Knowing which one you're hearing right away helps you tune your ear to the right kind of language.
And this leads me to maybe the single most important concept for nailing section 1. I call it the golden minutes. See, that silence before and during the recording isn't just empty time. It is your single biggest strategic advantage. That is, if you know how to use it.
So what are these golden minutes? It's the minute and a half of total prep time you get, but it's broken up into little 30-second chunks. This time is your secret weapon. It's your chance to look ahead, understand the questions, and basically predict the answers before you even hear a single word of the real conversation.
Okay, so let's break down exactly how this time is split up. Right at the start, an example will play. Your job? Just listen. That's it. Then you'll get your first 30-second chunk to read the first set of questions. After you answer those, there's a pause, and you get another 30 seconds to read the next group of questions. And finally, you get 30 seconds at the very end to check all your answers for that section. And this is so important. This is probably the #1 mistake people make. Do not, I repeat, do not, start reading the questions while the example is playing. The example is there for one reason, to help your brain get used to the speaker's voices and the context. If your head is buried in the question paper, you could totally miss the start of the actual recording. Just don't risk it. It's not worth it.
Okay, so you're being smart with your golden minutes. But what are you actually doing with that time? You are becoming a detective. You're analyzing the questions, identifying keywords, and this is the magic part, predicting what kind of answer you're about to hear.
Now, in section 1, you're almost always going to see some kind of completion or gap fill task. It could be filling out a form with details like a name or a phone number, or it might be completing notes, a table, or even a simple flowchart. The good news is the core strategy is exactly the same for all of them. And the secret to all of this is finding what I like to call signposts. What's a signpost? It's the most important word or phrase in the question. Think of it like a sign on the highway. It tells you where you're going and what to look out for next, so you don't get lost in the conversation.
Okay, let's make this real. Take a look at this form. In your 30 seconds of prep time, you would immediately be underlining or circling words like name, collection from, postcode, box contents, and total value. Boom, those are your signposts. Right away, you know you're listening for a person's name, a place, a code, a list of items, and a money amount. Your brain is already primed. And then, when the audio starts, you'll hear something just like this. The speaker will often use your keyword in a direct question. Can I take your name? And the answer follows right after. The conversation basically walks you from one signpost to the next. And the postcode? There it is. Simple as that. All right, so you've done your prep work, you've found your keywords, the recording starts to play. Now what? This is where the art of active listening comes in. It's all about staying laser-focused and letting those signposts you found do all the hard work for you. Your active listening plan really just comes down to 3 simple rules. First, tune your ears to listen specifically for your signposts. Second, trust the test. The answers will always come in the same order as the questions. And third, this one is absolutely crucial. If you miss an answer, just let it go and move on. Seriously, I can't stress this enough. Panicking because you missed one answer is the fastest way to miss the next 3. If you're still thinking about question 2 when you hear the signpost for question 3, you've just got to take a breath, accept it, and refocus all your energy on catching that next answer. Missing one question is not a disaster. Getting completely lost because you got stuck? That is.
Okay, let's pull all of this together. We're going to create one simple, powerful game plan that you can take with you right into the test center. Here it is. Step 1, use the example time to listen and get your bearings. No reading. Step 2, in that first 30-second pause, attack the first set of questions. Find and underline your signposts. Step 3, listen actively, following the flow from one keyword to the next. Step 4, in the mid-section break, use that time to prep for the next set of questions. And finally, step 5, use those last 30 seconds to do a quick check. Does the spelling look right? Does the answer make sense in the gap?
C. When you nail section 1, you're not just banking some easy points. You are building the confidence and the momentum that you're going to need to carry you through the entire test. You now have a foolproof strategy for the start, so the only question left is, how are you going to use that focus to conquer the rest?